Welcome to Ellis Mowers and More. I've got this Stihl MS171. It's actually dropped off a long time ago. I need to get to it. And the reason why I didn't really get to it earlier than now is because all the parts came in this. So in this video, I'm going to put all these parts back on. I've got a carb kit to put on with this as well. And we'll do a little bit of maintenance and stuff, hopefully, to get this thing back going again. So let's unpack this and let's go ahead and get started. So this may not be as bad as I would think it was going to be, but this is all. I actually cleaned my area off for this because I'm trying to keep a nice area here now. But this is what all came in at. Even got a 5/16 socket in there. But he took the carb off and tried to, I guess, replace the diaphragm in it or something. It's just not seemed like it's working or didn't work, so that's probably bad. This is the carb that I bought, I don't know, about a month ago now, 2 months ago, ready in anticipation to do this quicker than I actually have. But yeah, so I've got that, and then this gas cap I remember didn't want to fit on very well, so there we go. All the screws and stuff, which I shouldn't need. So, you know, if you're having carb issues with one of these, it's just best to, with the price point of these and generally how good they are, to just put a carb on it. So what this is it looks like I just have to put it on there, so I don't see any gaskets or anything associated with it, which is pretty normal for a Stihl. We've got the choke here as well, and let's see if I can just do it this way so that y'all can see it a little bit better. I'll get everything set up. We'll put this on. What have we got? Throttle here. That's pretty similar to a Stihl that I just did. So I'll get it all set up and we'll get it rolling. All right. So I haven't figured out where this ground wire goes. Unless it hooks up here or something. But I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't hook up there, and I don't see a little tab to hook this up to, which is kind of weird. But that's the only thing, sorry if I was in the way, that I've noticed. It looks like this fuel line, you just slide right in here. And it just slides right into place. So let's see if that happens. Yeah, it does. Okay. Throttle situation. That seems to work. And then we've got a choke lever here. I would imagine would go this way somehow. Where is that? Is that where it goes? No, that ain't where it goes. I feel like I just saw where it went before I put the carb on. I feel like it goes. Does it go? Go right there? Does it go inside here? That might be it. Yeah, that may be it actually. So, and then let's see. So it doesn't clip or anything. So let me figure out this choke situation. But yeah, carb literally just slides on like this into the fuel line. And you're gonna be good to go there. Okay, so the choke, it looks like slides into this little hole right here, and then you're able to kind of force it in to where the choke goes. I still don't know where this goes. I will continue to look, I suppose, but like I said, I don't see a tab or anything where I can put it on, which is kind of weird. But what I'm going to do, I'm missing 2 nuts here, right there. So I got to find a couple that'll fit on here. But what I can do for now, I did on the new carb, there was these little plastic pieces that were over the screw holes here for the adjustment of the carburetor. I had to cut those off so that this piece right here could fit on there. So voila. And then we'll get a T27 Torx to screw this. There's one screw in here. Let's see. Or is it a 25? No, we got it right there. Alright, and then there's another T27. Trying to stay out of y'all's way here. There we go. Put that on. What is this? I don't know where that bolt goes to. Okay, so that, and then we've got an air filter here. We've got to put our 2 8mm nuts on, which I've got to find. And is there anything else I've got to do back here? Looks like I've got one more to put right there. We've got 4 screws right here, so this is going to go somewhere. It looks like it's going to go down here. I don't know. Kind of crazy. But pardon my head one more time. Put this right there. And then we've got choke, as you can see, right there. And we'll pull the choke off. And then we've got the shut off and the throttle. So everything seems to be okay on the carb except for these 2 nuts here. I'm going to get those on, put this pull rope mechanism back on, and figure out if I can find where this goes. I'm feeling it may be broke. I feel like it goes right there and the tab broke, so we may have to get creative on shutting this thing off, or I just tell the guy to choke it off and he'll be good. But that's what we're probably going to do. But yeah, so it goes on like that. I've got, looks like this is the bolt that's going to go over here so that everything stays on. This one. And this one. Here. And number 4, last but not least, right here. So do we have, we do, that's good. And does this move? Yes. Alright, so I've just got to find a couple of 8mm. Actually, what I'm going to do here before I even do that is make sure this thing will run as is. Put a little bit of stuff in it. And I'll get y'all over here real quick. Just going to make sure it'll kick off as is. Hopefully it will. I think y'all heard it. So that's good. Quiet. Especially off of idle there, so that's pretty interesting. So I'm going to find those 2 8mm, put a little bit of fuel mix in it, we'll see if it'll go for good after that. Alright, I got all the covers and stuff back on. Again, I don't know where that ground wire goes, that kill wire, but we'll cross that bridge if we got to. Choke it down, and we'll pull it a few times, he's idling really, really low. So let me do a little bit of adjusting here. But yeah, at least it will run, it just won't pick up on idle. It's possible that the exhaust screen is clogged as well, so I'll check that here next also. So there's the exhaust, what is this called? The anti-spark, or the spark arrestor, goodness gracious. And it's completely clogged. I just slid it out. So I'm going to see if that did anything to the running ability of this. I feel like we're going to have to still adjust some stuff, but so there we go. That's our issue. Carbon spark arrestor. So what I'm going to do is try and figure out how to get this ground wire to work next with it missing that tab, or find some sort of solution to get it to work. So I'm going to investigate that here next, and then after that should just have to sharpen the chain and be done with this thing, hopefully. Alright guys, so what I did, I'll get y'all a little closer. It's raining outside, but I had to open the door so that I could not smoke myself out. Put a little on-off switch right here. Turning the ground on, turning the ground off. That's the best solution that I could find. I think I'm missing some parts. Y'all can let me know, because some of y'all work on chainsaws a lot more than I do, and I don't really encounter these very much. I usually stick to the lawn equipment and not the chainsaws. But either way, let me see if we can get this going again. It runs really good. I adjusted it a little bit on the throttle, and the low and the high is actually a little bit too rich. I had to dial it in about a half a turn. But apart from that, I think we're good. And then just shut it off with this. Restart it. So I think that's good, y'all. I'm very happy with that. And I'm going to sharpen the chain. And I think we're going to be done with this. So again, the wires are in an area where they're not getting pinched right here with the cover, and so it should be okay. And I got it secured with a zip tie. It shouldn't move very far. With the pieces that I believe I'm missing, I think this is the best solution that I have for this chainsaw. I'll sharpen it up and we'll be done with this. So there we go, guys. Stihl MS171 came in a, we call them toboggans, winter hats, whatever you want to call them. And with a bunch of parts missing, parts and pieces, and we got it going again. And I'll give the guy, call the guy up. I think I've had this thing since March, just sitting on a file cabinet back there. So it's going to be nice to get this thing out of here. But yeah, so very happy to have this thing done. We did have to, you know, alter the on-off switch a little bit, but that's going to work just fine regardless. So hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. Nice quick one. Didn't know what I was going to get myself into with all of this mess that it started with, and I'm happy that it was just a carb kit, figuring out how to swap this on-off switch, and that is nothing that's more significant than that, at least from what it appears. So thank you again very much for watching this small engine repair. We've learned how to put a carb on a MS171 Stihl and adapt this on-off switch, whereas we're probably, like I said, missing something there for the ground wire to turn it off. I appreciate it. We got many more reviews and videos coming up as well. I'm in review mode because I've done a ton of product reviews on my Amazon storefront lately. And we've got a lot of stuff coming up this winter in the off season to get ready for the spring as the repairs come to a close and I catch up, and I'll catch y'all on the next video.